Hello students, I am Ashish and today we will discuss about Euclid division method or Euclid division algorithm. Okay, listen children, yesterday I have discussed the introduction part of real numbers, what are real numbers, what are the classification of real numbers, okay, and how to check whether a given number is real or not. Today we will study a very important topic of this chapter, that is Euclid division method or Euclid division algorithm or Euclid division lemma. Okay, I will tell you what is algorithm and what is lemma also, but first see this topic, Euclid division method. Okay, this is also said as Euclid division algorithm or Euclid division lemma. Okay, as the heading mentioned, in this, first of all you should know who gave this method. So one mathematician whose name is Euclid has given this method. Okay, you have heard Euclid name in class 9th also, that is Euclid axiom or Euclid postulates. So he is the same person who has also given Euclid division lemma. So what is Euclid division lemma? Just first study the statement. See, given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integers q and r satisfying a equal to bq plus r, and where r is greater than equal to and less than b, where a is greater than b. It is the just statement. Okay, see what Euclid has said. Euclid has said if you have to take in two positive integers, okay, you have to take two positive integers and they are a and b, and in this expression a is greater than b, I have mentioned here also. Okay, and there exist unique integers q and r which satisfy the following statement, that is a equal to bq plus r. So this statement is known as Euclid division lemma or Euclid division algorithm. Okay, so first questions come in the mind that how this statement comes. Okay, so we should know the proof of this statement. Okay, so let's begin. See children, in this statement we have to take two integers na, a and b. So what we will do, suppose two integers are a and b. Okay, two positive integers, you know na, integers can be negative also. So but in this Euclid algorithm we have to take positive integers and I have named them a and b, and where a is greater than b. You can take any two positive integer and one name is one's integer is a and the second is b. Okay, suppose children, when a will be divided by b, suppose I have to divide a by b. So for me a will be our dividend and b will be our divisor. It is clear na? When one number is divided by the another number, then the first number is known as dividend and the second number is known as divisor. So what I will do, a will be dividend and b will be divisor. So students, see, after division, suppose a is divided by b. So when you will divide a by b, you will get some quotient also and you will get some remainder also. So suppose after division, quotient comes is q and remainder comes is r. Okay, now see this method. What I did, I have divided a by b. Okay, so when you will divide a by b, some quotient will come. Suppose I have mentioned it is q and some remainder will come, that is r. So you have studied the division algorithm na? What is division algorithm? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. What is dividend? A. What is divisor? B. What is quotient? Q. And what is remainder? R. So when I applied this all things in this algorithm, it comes a equal to bq plus r. Okay, so when you will simplify it, you will get a equal to bq plus r, where r is less than equal to 0 and r is greater than equal to 0 and less than b. Now whenever you will write this statement, you have to mention this statement. Now most of the student will think, sir, what is this statement? Okay, so suppose 7 is divided by 4. Okay, suppose 7 is divided by 4. So when you will divide it, how many times it will go? It will go 1 times. So 4 ones are 4, remainder will be 3. Now see, this remainder r is less than divisor, that is 4, and in the Euclid algorithm divisor is b, so that's why r is less than b. Now one more example, suppose 8 is divided by 4. Okay, so what will be the remainder? 4 2s are 8, 0. Now in this case remainder comes 0. Okay, now one more example, 5 is divided by 4. So 4 ones are 4, remainder is 1. And suppose 6 is divided by 4. So 4 ones are 4, remainder is 2. So what you are seeing, remainder can be 1, remainder can be 0, remainder can be 2, remainder can be 3. But remainder cannot be 4, because when I have divided 8 by 4, again it will come 0. Now you will divide 9 by 4, then again 4 2s are 8, remainder will be 1. So this method shows that whatever is the remainder, it should be greater than equal to 0 or less than less than divisor. Suppose divisor means b is 4. So what can be the value of r? R value can be 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, that is the thing which I have mentioned in the given statement. Okay, suppose divisor is 5. So what are the possible value of remainder? That is r. R value will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the meaning of this statement is that whatever will be the divisor, remainder will be it's just less than 1. Okay, suppose divisor is 7. So what will be the value of remainder? Remainder will be 0, remainder will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 6 only. Okay, so that's why I have mentioned these things. Okay, so student, this is known as the Euclid division statement or Euclid division lemma or Euclid division algorithm. Now first, in the heading I have written what is algorithm or what is lemma. Okay, so algorithm, listen students, when you solve a particular problem, what you do? You solve it step by step, na? You solve it step by step. So algorithm is nothing but a step by step procedure to solve a given problem. That's why this statement is also known as Euclid division algorithm. Now come to the lemma. What is lemma? So lemma is a proven statement. Proven statement means in right angle triangle, one angle is 90 degree. Okay, so it is a proven statement. So this 90 degree concept we can use in another triangle also. No? Whenever you will see 90 right angle triangle, you can apply that in right angle triangle one angle is 90 degree, so remaining two angle you can find out. So lemma is nothing but a proven statement which is used to prove another statement. ये एक ऐसा स्टेटमेंट है जो ऑलरेडी पहले से प्रूव है और इसका यूज़ दूसरे स्टेटमेंट को प्रूव करने के लिए किया जाता है. और एल्गोरिदम ये एक तरह का प्रोसीजर है, स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसीजर किसी भी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए. सो वेन एवर यू विल राइट दिस स्टेटमेंट यू हैव टू मेंशन दिस. ओके, ए इज इक्वल टू बी क्यू प्लस आर. ए एंड बी आर टू नंबर्स. ए इज ग्रेटर देन बी. ऑब्वियस सी बात है, आप बड़े नंबर को हमेशा छोटे नंबर से डिवाइड करते हो. ठीक है, जैसे कि 16 को आप 5 से डिवाइड करोगे तो 16 विल बी आवर डिविडेंड, 5 विल बी आवर डिवाइजर. एंड व्हाट विल बी आर? सो आर विल बी लेस देन डिवाइजर, दैट इज 1 लेस देन डिवाइजर, दैट इज 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, अप टू 4 ओनली. ओके, आर की वैल्यू हमेशा डिवाइजर से एक कम होती है. अगर डिवाइजर 5 होगा तो रिमाइंडर उससे एक कम, यानी कि 0 भी होगा, 1 भी होगा, 2 भी होगा, 3 भी होगा, 4 भी होगा, 5 नहीं होगा. क्योंकि अगर 5 हो गया तो अगेन वो सिंप्लीफाई हो जाएगा. ओके, नाउ so this statement you can memorize. A equal to bq plus r, where r is greater than equal to 0 and less than b. Now question comes in the mind, why this algorithm is used? What is the application of this algorithm? So this use of application of Euclid division lemma. As I told you, whenever you study something, you should know what is its application. So this Euclid division lemma is basically used to find the HCF of two positive integers. Remember students, this method is only applicable to find the HCF of two positive integers. Both integers should be positive. Okay, so I have written also, it is used to find the HCF of two positive integers. Okay, now actually this method is used in various purpose, but in our syllabus it is used to find the HCF of two integers. Okay, so let's start how to use this division algorithm. Suppose children, you have one question that use Euclid algorithm to find the HCF of 4052 and 12576. ओके, आपको क्या करना है, इस यूक्लिड एल्गोरिथम की मदद से इसका HCF निकालना है इन दो नंबरों का. तो पहले आपको ये चेक करना होगा वेदर दिस टू नंबर्स आर पॉजिटिव और नॉट. बाय सीइंग दिस two number we can say they both are positive. Okay, if they both are positive, so in Euclid axiom one number should be A and another number should be B. So which number should be A? The number which is greater, we assume that it is A. So out of these two number, A will be the greater number. So I have assumed A is equal to 12576 और जो छोटा वाला है B is equal to 4052. ये हो गया. अब because you have to use Euclid division algorithm, you will write that statement A equal to BQ plus R. यहाँ पे एक स्टेटमेंट मैं लिखना भूल गया, that is R is greater than equal to 0 and less than B. Okay, this you have to write students. Okay, now basically आपको इसमें डिवाइड करना है, डिवीजन एल्गोरिथम लगाना है. तो what I will do division in one way and I will write that step in the other way. So roughly I will divide these two number here. So see, 12576 when divided by 4052, then how many times it will go, children? How many times it will go? It will go 3 times. So when you will multiply it, you will get 12158. Okay, 56, sorry. When you will multiply this by 3, you will get 12156, sorry. So जब आप इसको इसमें से सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे, you will get 420. Now see, रिमाइंडर 420 है ना, 420, और ये रिमाइंडर R होता है और ये हमारा B होता है. ये R इस B से छोटा है ना, इसीलिए ये स्टेटमेंट यहाँ लिखा जाता है. ठीक है, तो जो भी आपने ये स्टेप लिखा, प्रोसीजर लिखा, उसको आप एल्गोरिथम में लिखोगे. कैसे? सी 12576 मैंने यहाँ लिखा A की जगह पर, B की जगह पर 4052 लिखा, Q की जगह पे 3 लिखा, प्लस की जगह पे प्लस, और रिमाइंडर क्या हो गया हमारा 420. सो ये हमारा पहला डिवीजन था. ठीक है, अब क्या हुआ, अब तो डिवाइड होगा नहीं क्योंकि रिमाइंडर इससे छोटा है. तो जैसे आप HCF निकालते थे बाय डिवीजन मेथड, सेम यू विल डू इन दिस एल्गोरिथम ऑल्सो. अब देखिए इस अगले स्टेप के लिए what will happen in the next step, the divisor of first step will be become dividend of second step. समझना इस बात को आप लोग, पहले स्टेप का जो डिवाइजर है वो दूसरे स्टेप का क्या बन जाएगा, डिविडेंड, और पहले स्टेप का जो रिमाइंडर था दूसरे स्टेप का वो क्या बन जाएगा, डिवाइजर. ठीक है, तो अब क्या करूंगा मैं, सी ये तो बन गया डिवाइजर और ये हमारा बन गया डिविडेंड. अब फिर मैं इसको इससे डिवाइड करूंगा, तो 420 कितने टाइम्स जाएगा, 9 टाइम्स, तो इट विल बिकम 3780. ठीक है, 3780. व्हेन यू विल सब्ट्रैक्ट इट, तो रिमाइंडर विल कम 272. तो देखो ये हमारा क्या हो गया, सेकेंड स्टेप. अब इसी सेकेंड स्टेप को आपको एल्गोरिथम में लिखना है, तो मैंने यहाँ लिखा है, देखिए 4052 हमारा डिविडेंड बन गया था, 420 हमारा डिवाइजर बन गया था, इंटू 9 हमारा कोशेंट है, एंड प्लस इज रिमाइंडर. ठीक है, अब ऐसे ही प्रोसीजर हम लोग तब तक करते रहेंगे जब तक कि हमें रिमाइंडर क्या ना मिल जाए, 0. ठीक है, अगेन इस स्टेप का डिविडेंड इस स्टेप का डिवाइजर अगले स्टेप का क्या बन जाएगा, डिविडेंड, और इस स्टेप का रिमाइंडर अगले स्टेप का क्या बन जाएगा, डिवाइजर. मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ,
हमेशा आप इस पहले लाइन में क्या किया आपने, सिंपली डिवाइड किया। आफ्टर डैट पहले लाइन में जो हमारा डिवाइजर था वो दूसरे स्टेप का हमारा डिविडेंड बन जाएगा, और पहले लाइन में जो हमारा रिमाइंडर था वो हमारा डिवाइजर बन जाएगा। फिर हमने डिवाइड किया तो अगेन एक लाइन और मिल गई। अब आपने फिर से देखा होगा 420 हमारा डिवाइजर है और 272 हमारा रिमाइंडर है। तो फिर नेक्स्ट स्टेप में क्या करेंगे, 420 हमारा डिविडेंड बन जाएगा और 272 हमारा डिवाइजर बन जाएगा। तो अगेन मैं क्या करूँगा, इस 420 को 272 से डिवाइड करूँगा। तो सी स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे स्पेस नहीं था, दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव रिटन हियर सी। Now 420 is divided by 271, so how many times it will go? 1 times. So 272, when you will subtract it, you will get 148. Now this is the third step. Now same thing you will write in the algorithm, that is 272 is equal to 148 into 1 plus 124. अगेन आप देख रहे होगे फिर से एक लाइन मिली, और ये स्टेप हमें तब तक करना है जब तक कि रिमाइंडर जीरो ना हो जाए। ओके, again for next step this will be our dividend, this will be our divisor. So again I have divided 148 by 124, so 1 times it will go again, so 124, so 148 minus 124 will become 24. So again I have written 148 is equal to 124 into 1 plus 24. Now children, now 124 is divided by 24. So again I have done 124 is divided by 24, it will come 5 times, so 120 will left, so 124 minus 120 will be 4. Now this step again you will write like this, 124 is equal to 24 into 5 plus 4. Now again for the next step this will be our dividend and this will be our divisor. So 24 and 4. So when you will divide 24 by 4, जब आप 24 को 4 से डिवाइड करोगे तो कितने टाइम्स में जाएगा, 6 टाइम में, और इस केस में रिमाइंडर कितना आएगा, 0। अब आप देख रहे होंगे स्टूडेंट्स, इन द लास्ट स्टेप डिवाइजर बिकम्स रिमाइंडर बिकम्स 0 ना। जैसे ही रिमाइंडर 0 हो जाए आपको वहीं पे डिवीजन स्टॉप कर देना है। नाउ व्हाट विल बी द आवर एचसीएफ? सो एचसीएफ विल बी द डिवाइजर ऑफ द लास्ट टर्म। जिस लाइन में हमारा रिमाइंडर 0 हो जाता है उस लाइन का डिवाइजर ही हमारा क्या हो जाता है, एचसीएफ। सो फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन एचसीएफ विल बी 4. I hope you got the method. Same you have to do division process whatever you do in the finding the HCF by division method. Okay, now students let's move to the one more question. See again one more question. Find the HCF of 135 and 225 by Euclid division algorithm. Okay, so again same question है, आपको इसको यूक्लिड डिवीजन एल्गोरिथम से इसका HCF फाइंड करना है. So what you will do, you will assume one number A and one number B. So whatever number is bigger, we will assume it A and the smaller number is B. So A is equal to 225 and B is equal to 135. After that, you will write Euclid algorithm statement, that is A is equal to BQ plus R, and this line also where R is greater than equal to 0 and less than B. अब क्या करना है आपको, 225 को 135 से डिवाइड करना है. So 225 when be divided by 135, so it will go 1 times, so 135, and when you will solve it, remainder will become 90. So this whole step you will write like this, 225 is equal to 135 into 1 plus 90. And अब क्या करना है, अब पहले लाइन का जो डिवाइजर है वो दूसरे स्टेप का क्या बन जाएगा, डिविडेंड, और पहले लाइन का जो रिमाइंडर है वो क्या बन जाएगा, डिवाइजर. आपको उसके क्वेश्चन पर ध्यान नहीं देना है, आपको केवल डिवाइजर और रिमाइंडर पर ध्यान देना है, और ये स्टेप तब तक करना है जब तक कि रिमाइंडर 0 ना हो जाए. ओके, नाउ अगेन by division method, 135 our dividend and 90 will be divisor. So 90 was the 90, so it will come 45. So again this step I have written like this, 135 is equal to 90 into 1 plus 45. Again divisor is 90 and remainder is 45. So for next step 90 will be dividend and 45 will be divisor. So 45 when 90 will be divided by 45, it will go 2 times. So this time no remainder will be there. It means in the last step 90 is equal to 45 into 2 plus 0. अब आप देख रहे होंगे लास्ट वाले स्टेप में रिमाइंडर बिकम्स 0, और हमारा HCF वही होता है जो लास्ट वाले स्टेप में डिवाइज़र होता है. The divisor of the last step is known as the HCF of the two numbers. So in this case, in last step, because why it is last step? Because remainder is 0, and because remainder is 0, so of the last step, whatever divisor is there, that will be our HCF. So HCF of 35 and 135 and 225 will be 45. So that will be your answer. So I hope students you have understood this Euclid division algorithm. So by this method you can solve the example of NCERT. Tomorrow I will start 1.1 of NCERT of this chapter. Okay, so try to understand this topic one more time and solve the question. Till then, have a nice day. Take care. Thank you.